Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka AgapeLoveGirl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm so excited because I have been keeping a little secret. And today I'm finally going to share it with you. Now first and foremost, let me just say, yes, it's been quite a while since I have posted a video here on YouTube, and my secret doesn't really have anything to do with that, although it is very unfortunate that the timing happened the way it did. I talk all about where I've been and why I haven't posted in a while in another video. I actually filmed that today, but it's going to go up after this video because I really want this video to go up first. So I do apologize if that seems very cryptic. I'm not trying to be at all. It's just that I want this video to be about what this video is about, and I'll talk all about where I've been in another video. So just stay tuned, know that everything's okay and I'm doing well. Life has happened, but today's video is a really positive, really exciting thing that I am so happy to finally be able to share with you. So without rambling anymore, let me just tell you what it is. I have a collab and I'm so very excited about it. This collab has been in the works for quite a while. Now I will just say right now, it's not something that I have developed myself, so I'm not going to go into a whole like this has taken me years to develop or anything like that, but this is a brand that I have been working with for quite a long time. I have used their products on my channel quite a bit, so you guys have seen these products in action from me because they truly are my favorites that I use all the time on the daily. So it should hopefully be no surprise for this collab. But I did approach the brand quite a while ago with the idea of doing a favorites set with them to share with you guys because they do offer bundle deals, and I really wanted there to be a bundle deal with my favorites, the ones that I recommend all the time, so you can get it at a more affordable price. And anyways, you may or may not have guessed it, but the brand is Beauty Junkees, and if you don't know, they are a brush brand. They do also sell makeup, but I feel like they're more well known for their brushes and beauty tools, sponges and things like that. I use their brushes all the time on my channel, and in real life. They're just like some of my very favorite brushes. But I reached out to the ladies of Beauty Junkees and said, you know, these are my favorites. I really wish there could be a bundle of these at a discounted prices, because like I mentioned, they do have several bundles available. You can purchase individually, but when you get the bundle, you get a better deal. And I really wanted to create a favorites bundle of mine, and they were totally game for it, but it took a little bit to kind of get it in the works and put this together. And so here we are today, where I finally have my AgapeLoveGirls favorites brush set to present to you guys. Now before I get into the details of the brush set, I will just let you know there are 5 brushes and 1 sponge in the set. The set is going to be $25, but if you use my code AgapeLove, all caps, that will save you 20%, bringing this brush set down to just $20, which is an amazing deal. Now this may or may not be obvious to some of you, but I figure I may as well just say it out loud as a disclaimer that when you use my discount code, that is how I'm going to be earning money off of this collab. So I would encourage you guys to use my discount code so you can save money, but also helps me earn some money in return for this collab. So I just want to let you guys know that, just so we're fully transparent. I assume most of you guys may know that if it's a collab, the person will probably earn some money from it, but just in case, I want to be fully transparent with you guys. And I just want to say thank you ahead of time for those of you who will purchase this collab and use my code and help me. Anytime you guys use any of my affiliate links, affiliate code, anything like that, that helps support me in a small way. I appreciate you guys more than you know, so I just want to say thank you right off the bat for those of you who have always been so supportive, and those of you who may end up purchasing this collab brush set. I appreciate you guys so much. But anyways, with that out of the way, let me go ahead and break down the brush set. First, let me talk about the sponge. Now, Beauty Junkees carries a variety of different sponges. I love their sponges because I think they're such good quality and they're very affordable. All their sponges, I'm pretty sure you can purchase just individually one, or you can purchase in sets. And that's one thing I really love about Beauty Junkees, is the fact that they do offer sets, and when you purchase in sets, you're getting a better deal. And I love that. So you can purchase individually, you can purchase 2, or you can purchase a pack of 4, and they even have some sponges that you can purchase as a variety set because they have different shapes, sizes, colors, and things like that. And so I absolutely love that. I love all their sponges, but my 2 favorite sponges are their green oval sponge that you guys have seen me use a ton on my channel, that I love using for for concealer under my eyes, but this one is also my favorite. And when I was deciding between the oval green sponge and this sponge for my favorite set, I just had to go with this contouring sponge. For one, I love the fact that it's black. I feel like having a black sponge is just so much more pleasing to the eyes because you're not really seeing as much of the makeup onto it, and I feel like it looks nicer after you clean it. But also I love the versatility of this sponge. I feel like the green one is very versatile as well, but this one I feel like does what the green one does and more. So because of the shape, as you can see, it's like an oval but also has this flat side. You can do so much with it. You can use a flat side to apply foundation all over your face. Of course, you guys all know how to use a sponge, but I'm going to go ahead and run through all the things anyways just because I'm excited. So I love using it for that. Then you do also have the pointed side, which you can use for more precision for concealer under the eye. You guys know and have seen me use so many times before using this as well with powders. So I like to use the pointed side with powders under my eyes, and then I also like using the flat side for cleaning up contour and things like that along my jawline. So I just find that this is their most versatile sponge, and that is why it is my favorite. It's one I use all the time. I've gone through so many of these. I love them. They're very, very long lasting. I use my sponges for months and months and months before I have to throw them away. They're really great quality and they're affordable. I just love that. That's the biggest thing about Beauty Junkees, is they have quality beauty tools and makeup for really reasonable prices, and so I just love that so much. So this sponge had to go in my set. Then I did pick out 2 additional tools for the face. So the next one I have to show you is the Duo Fiber Large Stippling Brush. It looks like this. I actually have 2 of these that I always keep. I have both of them right here. One I like to keep for applying my skincare products as well as primers. And you guys have seen me do this in other videos before on my channel as well as on my IGTV videos. I like to use the Duo Fiber brushes to apply my primers or my moisturizer, serums, skincare, because I am someone who doesn't like using my fingers for makeup. I say this all the time. So if I can use a brush, bougie as it may be, I prefer to use a brush. And I feel like this is such a versatile brush because it can be used with skincare. It can be used to apply your foundation, which is what I've been absolutely loving it for. You can use it with cream products, liquid products, and even powder products. But one thing I love about Duo Fiber brushes is how natural they apply and how well they blend. A lot of people say they love using their fingers for applying makeup because it gives you a more natural finish, and I feel like this does the job. That gives you such a natural, beautiful, flawless finish. You never end up looking cakey or anything like that. It's just so perfect. I've been obsessed with Duo Fiber brushes for the longest time. I actually did a video on my channel doing my makeup with a lot of Duo Fiber brushes. If you haven't seen that, I will link it. Definitely check it out. I'm of course featuring several Beauty Junkees brushes because I love them and use them all the time. So like I said, I do have 2. One I use for skincare and primers, and this one's dirty because this one I literally used today for my foundation. And I actually have 2 other in here. They're not part of my favorite brush set, but I do have them in here that I use. These are the mini Duo Fiber stippling brushes. They basically look just like the larger one, but they're just mini versions. And I will use these for cream contour, cream blush, and things like that. I just love them so much. But I had to choose the large stippling brush for my favorite brush set because it is so versatile. All the brushes and products that I chose for my brush set are, I think, in my opinion, the most versatile that Beauty Junkees has to offer. And that's why I chose them, because I have so many of them and use them for so many things, and I just find them to be so versatile, and I feel like you can do the majority of your makeup with just these few tools. So this one has just been a go-to favorite of mine for quite a long time, and especially in my routine lately, which is very minimal. So love this brush so much. Now the next one probably should be no surprise to you if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, because I literally use this every single day. But this is their Pro Duo Fiber brush, and it's just like kind of more of a longer Duo Fiber brush in comparison. Let me show you the clean one. And you guys see me using this so much. I'll show you my original one that I've had for the longest time. I have all my brushes over here, so I have several of these. I actually have, let me see, so I have 4 of these because I use them so much. The original one that I've used for a couple of years now is right here. It's still in pretty good condition, but you can see it's a little bit more beat up because I really like use it so much. And then I have a couple other ones because I sometimes like to use it with bronzer and then blush as well. So again, another very versatile brush, the Duo Fiber brush, because it has these long bristles and it does taper just a smidge, and you know, let me show you the one that I use all the time. I feel like I've kind of worn it in the way I like it, to be a little bit more rounded, a little bit more like fat this way and not as tapered, because I do use it all over my face with powders and things like that. But it is a little bit more tapered, so if you want to use it for a light contour application, which I definitely do with some of them, or even for a light blush application, it is so perfect. But you guys have seen me use this so many times for buffing away excess like powders under my face, cleaning up any kind of like bake that I do, or cleanup blending. You guys see me do this all the time in a lot of my videos. This is my go-to brush that I always use for just so much of my face. So I had to, this was like my number one, like I need, my favorites is gonna include this brush, because it's just like I use it all the time for so much. So I hope that you guys will end up loving it as much as I do and using it as much as I do, because you could use it for so many different things. Like I said, blush, powder, bronzer, full face blending, light blending. You could probably use it for highlight. You could use it on your body if you want. It's just such a versatile brush that I use so much. Clearly I have 4 of them because I love them so very much. So this was a must in my favorites brush set. Alright, up next should also be no surprise, because I've randomly mentioned it here and there on my channel, and I always say, like, I know it's a weird thing to have a favorite type of this brush, because you think what's so special about this type of brush, but there's something very special about this one from Beauty Junkees that is literally the very best, and it is my favorite of this type of brush. I have several of them, and so anyways, it is the, I would love for you guys to guess if you guys know what it is, if you guys remember me saying it. I'm gonna stop for a second. I want you guys to guess which brush it is. I hope someone knows, because I know I've said it so many times. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is. It's their Pro Pencil Brush. This is literally the very best brush, pencil brush. It is my favorite. There's just something about it. Well, for one, it's so incredibly soft. It's literally the softest pencil brush I own, and I have a lot of pencil brushes from other companies, other brush brands and things like that. This one is the best. I kid you not. This is the very best. So I have, well, I have 5 here. Is that 5? Yeah, 5 here that I just pulled out of my eyeshadow brush cup. And then I even also keep one in my face brushes. Where'd it go? Right here, because I like to use it for my face. So again, another very versatile brush. I always keep one, like I said, with my face brushes, because I want to keep this one specifically for my face. I use it for my like face highlight, so I do it to highlight the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose as well, my cupid's bow if I want just like a little subtle touch. I'll use it for the inner corner of my eyes, but when I'm doing my eyes, I'll use the ones I keep in my eye brushes. I love using this under my lower lash line as well, because there's just something about how soft this is that just really smokes out the lower lash line. So you can see these are dirty. I think I used this one today. This one has some pink in it. These 2 are brown. But I use this for smudging under my lower lash line. I use it for applying shadow to the inner corner of my eyes. It's just so beautiful and so soft. It's just such a wonderful brush. I know it's super weird to have a favorite pencil brush, but this one just is it. It's just perfect. Also the size, let me just show you. So I have 2 other, I just grabbed 2 other pencil brushes from other brands, and you can just see the difference. Hopefully you can see the difference. So this one is from, I think, Crown Brushes, and it's a pencil brush, but it's a little bit more fat. It's not as tapered. It's soft, but it's not as soft. I just feel like it's just not the right size for what I prefer for a pencil brush. Here's one from Stillazi, which is a great brush brand I really like, but this one is a little bit fatter. It has like the taper is just like a little bit more short and dense, where this one's a little bit longer. If you can tell, it's a little bit longer and really comes to a nice point, so you get the precision you want, but you also, because it's so soft and like movable, you get the nice blend that you want. It's just the best. Like anytime I grab, like just randomly look in my brush cup and just quickly grab a pencil brush, I can tell when it's not the Beauty Junkees one, because I'll grab it and start using it. I'm like, oh, I don't like that one, and I have to go specifically look for my Beauty Junkees ones, because they just don't blend and apply product the same way. This is my absolute favorite brush. I know it's super weird, but I love it so much that this was a must for my favorites brush set. Up next, I couldn't have a favorites brush set without a blending brush. So of course I had to pick out the Pro Tapered Blending, but it's just your kind of more standard, really fat blending brush. And I have several of these as well. You guys know this is like one of my go-to brushes for blending. Anytime I do an eye look, sometimes I actually started cutting the footage out of my videos because I'm like, okay, they know I blend. They know I blend. Like, this is a boring step. But what I always do is when I apply product down, then I'll go back and blend and do some more blending. And this is typically the brush that I always reach for when doing blending. Of course, when I'm blending a transition color on, I'll use this, you know, with color, but oftentimes this is a brush that I use for blending out like clean. I'll take this clean and start blending and softening out a look. And it's just so wonderful at applying color as well as softening color and blending color, and just the perfect brush to go in with, to start a look with, and to continue using throughout the look just to keep blending. We all know like that blending's your best friend when it comes to eyeshadows. Just keep blending, just keep blending, and this is the perfect brush for it. I love how soft it is. I love how like wide and fluffy it is, and it has a little bit of denseness so you can really pack a punch of color, but it is also like soft enough and movable enough that it really blends and diffuses color out. It's just a must for any eye look, so this had to be included in my favorites brush set because it's one that I absolutely need when creating an eye look, just like the pencil brush. Like, I absolutely need both of those brushes whenever I create any eye look. They're perfect. I love them. I use them all the time, have several backups of them because they're my favorites. I have to have them. I cannot be without them. Now, this last brush that I'm going to show you may or may not be a surprise because I haven't featured it a ton on my channel. I have definitely used it quite a bit because it is a fabulous brush and I absolutely love it. Of course, that's why I'm putting it in my favorites collection here. But I kind of went back and forth. Originally, I had another brush that I had in mind that I wanted to put in my collection. But when I started really using this brush, I was like, no, this one has to be it because it is, again, so versatile. You can use it for so many things. And I just ended up finding myself gravitating towards this brush more than several of the others. I was like, this is very versatile. You can use it for your eyes, you can use it for your face, and it's just very, very effective, and I find myself loving using it. And so I feel like because of its versatility, I really wanted to include this one in my favorites brush set. And that's the biggest thing about this brush set, is that all of these brushes and the sponge are so versatile, and that's like what is important to me, because I just find it to be so convenient to have, you know, a small amount of tools that can do so many. Now, I'm someone, because I am a beauty YouTuber, I have a lot of brushes. I have more than enough, but I know many of you out there don't have a ton, maybe don't want a ton of brushes and you don't need a ton of options, but just having a select few that can do a lot, I think is a really good thing. And from friends and family that I know that, you know, don't have as much brushes and stuff as I do, that's what they're looking for. And so that's why I really thought about when putting together my favorites, because they are versatile. You can use them for a variety of different ways and figure out what's best for you and how you like to use them best. You know what I mean? It's like they can do so much, and so you don't need a lot to be able to achieve, you know, a flawless face routine. So anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's get on to the very last brush. So the last brush I picked out is the Pro Detailer brush. So as you can see, it's a very, very small brush. This is a brush that I also have several of. I have 3 right here, but I think I have another one somewhere on my dresser. I use this one today for with my concealer. So you can use it on your face for concealer. You can use it for contouring your nose because it is this precision. You could use it for like detailed contour here, but you could also use it for, you know, eye makeup. I use these brushes a lot, more specifically with foiled or shimmer shadows, because it is synthetic. It really applies foiled or shimmer shadows really well, especially if you spray them with like a setting spray, but it also works really, really well with cream products. I absolutely love using this brush for blending out my eyeshadow primer, because again, like I said, I don't like using my fingers for my shadows or for my face, for my makeup in general. Like, I try to avoid using my fingers. I just don't like it. So I'm bougie in the fact that, like, instead of using my fingers, which I do still use my fingers sometimes, to blend out my eyeshadow primer, if this is handy, I'll grab this and blend out my eyeshadow primer. But it's just so versatile. I really, really love it. And I still remember when I first received this brush from Beauty Junkees and tried it out, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a good one. I love this one. So again, because of the shape, I love it. It's almost like just a regular packing shadow brush, but because it's synthetic, it works great with creams, foiled shadows, metallic shadows, and it fits like perfectly in your eye area here. But you can use it for the face as well for little detailed things. It's just a wonderful brush that's It's very versatile, as are all of the brushes that I mentioned today. So that is it. That is my favorite brush set with Beauty Junkees. I'm so excited to finally be able to tell you guys about this and let you guys know it's available. I really hope you guys end up loving this brush set and finding these brushes as versatile and as useful as I do. Now, this may or may not be as exciting as me coming up with and creating like my own makeup product or designing my own makeup brushes or anything like that, but these are brushes that I have used so much, and I'm really excited to be able to say, hey, these are my favorites, and now you can get my favorite brushes, the ones you guys see me using all the time on my channel, in a bundle for a really reasonable price. So I really hope you guys are excited about this collab, and even if you don't need more brushes or can't afford to purchase new brushes, even just showing some support by commenting on this video or sharing this video with your friends, anybody else who maybe is on the lookout for some new affordable brushes that are really amazing and can do so much. So I really appreciate all your love and support. I'm really excited to find out what you guys think of this collab, and if you end up picking up this brush set for yourself, what you guys think of the brushes and the ones that I picked. I really hope you guys end up loving them as much as I do. And I did also want to mention really quick a little bit about Beauty Junkees, just because it's not a super well-known brand. Yes, I have been talking about them for a long time on my channel, but it's still a very small independent business. It is run by two women who are mamas themselves, and I absolutely love the fact that they have created this brush line and have been able to work from home and support their families as working mamas doing something that they love. And you guys know that I do have a heart for small business and indie brands, and so it's such an honor and just a privilege to be able to collab with a brand that I love that is a small business and show love to them. So I also just hope you guys will be just as excited to support a small woman-owned business like this. So anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys think of this collab and these brushes. I'm just really excited to hear from you and what you guys think. But anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah!